What's up, guys? My name is Jake. Welcome to my second channel. This is my commentary for Outside the Kingdom.
15th attempt.
I'm here with Emmeline Lancaster, who is currently on the screen, along with...
That's me. Amanda.
Amanda, yes.
Shout out to Amanda.
Who is a good friend of ours down in Florida. That's me. Frightened by, like that child covering his ears of the fireworks. Was not expecting that.
Fireworks are a little unimpressive in the daytime.
Well.
I filmed this.
There's a kernel just came out of my mouth. Anyway, this is... I want to talk a little bit about this video because there's a lot of stuff that we did in the production of this that we didn't really get to show in the actual product itself.
We need someone to just follow us around and film us.
Yeah, we should just hire a production crew.
No,
to
like this
us
would have actually
filming.
been interesting behind the scenes.
It would have, because this whole thing, especially the Magic Kingdom scenes, were filmed over the course of probably 5 days or something like that.
You should upload like the vlog footage.
Oh God! So there's this whole scene in the video that never made it in, which was us in Old Town.
I love this.
Which is the carousel
shot. Yeah. Sorry.
The slow motion.
Okay.
I love this. I love everyone cheering when Tinkerbell comes off. This is some really good, clean footage of Happily Ever After, which is just a phenomenal fireworks
It somehow
show.
looks more like unreal in the footage than it does in real life.
I know. I remember when we were there, actually, because you and I were trying to find our way to the closest spot we could. We only got there like 10 minutes before the show, so we were trying to shuffle our way.
We did pretty good.
We did very good, but for some reason, when we were watching this, I was like, this looks so much more impressive for some reason than the other shows we've seen.
It looks fake.
Because we've seen Happily Ever After. I've probably seen it 50 times now.
There's
But
my head.
There's your head. I filmed this whole thing on top of your head, and there's me coughing. But I kind of like this shot, even though it's very cluttered by how many people, and you can see everyone's phone and all that. That's kind of the point of this shot. I wanted to get the most, I don't know, realistic kind of.
Well, I've said this
perception.
before, but I feel like a lot of the shows are experiencing it with everyone, not just the show itself. Like, that's what makes it so cool.
Yeah, well, everyone cheering, and then everyone's, people taking cell phone videos, which is completely pointless, but it kind of just shows, like, the atmosphere of Walt Disney World. And then we hard cut to the billboard, and now
Shout out to Matt.
We're with Matt Sanswa on the side of 192 at like 2:30 in the morning, and it's just a completely different world. I believe this was the same night, wasn't it?
I don't know, honestly. I can't.
They all
kind of
come together.
Yeah, they all blend together.
We were every single day. We were up until like 3:30, 4 in the morning.
Yeah, but the stuff we did, it was like none of it made sense. Like, we would jump around to the most random things. Like, we'd be on 192, and then we'd be writing Flight of Passage, and then we'd be
very true.
at the Contemporary, and then we'd be on a boat, and I don't even know what happened.
That's how we do Disney.
That's how you do Disney, and I've gotten sucked into it.
What, do you not enjoy it?
No, I do.
There you go. Yeah, so we, this was the night that we were with Matt, and we were just driving around. And I remember a lot of people were saying, oh, this is really dangerous. You guys shouldn't be doing this. But in reality, Emmy just pulled to the side of the road, and Matt and I got out and just filmed some stuff on the side.
Yeah, also, it's almost like we need to clarify from both sides, because on one hand, people are like, that's so sketchy, this is so dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
But on the other hand, other people are like, you're really making this a lot more dramatic than it is. But okay, also, I need to put it out there that I literally live down the road from this, so any like false journalism people are trying to claim, it's like, I live here.
Yeah, and the point of the video, and we do towards the end, I acknowledge that the west side of 192 is coming back, and it is, but the point of the video is to show the stark difference between the perfect world of Walt Disney World and then everything else outside of it. Like, a mile away, there's all of this crap on 192, and it's such an enormous difference, which is what we wanted to show. There's an abandoned zoo where homeless people are living inside the former gift shop and ticket area just outside of Walt Disney World. That's insane. And the comments are like, oh, well, this, you're not you're only showing the worst parts. There's other parts in Orlando that are really nice. And it's like, Yeah, we know, but
why would
that's
we
not
show
the
that?
point.
That's so boring.
The point of the video is to show that 192 is a former tourism booming area, and because of all of these circumstances, it's turned into this. And this is the reality
or like
of
if you
outside
write,
the kingdom.
if you're in a writing class and you have to write a compare and contrast essay, you can't make it neutral on both sides. That literally defeats the purpose. But it's not
exactly.
it's not false journalism or like, I don't know, swaying it to be whatever you want to show. I mean, it is to some extent, but it's not like we're making anything up. We're just showcasing.
Well, the purpose of the video is to show the worst parts of 192. I mean, this isn't supposed to be a video that we're showcasing all of one. We're not trying to encompass everything of 192 and show the best and worst. We're purposely showing the worst. That's supposed to be what this is about.
It would be boring otherwise. People are like,
well, I mean,
why don't you film the good areas? I'm like, who would watch that and why?
Well, I understand that. I kind of understand that, but it's just not the purpose of the video.
But there's
it's not
no,
what we're trying to do.
There's no story to that.
Yeah, no, exactly. There's not really a story to tell about that. We're showing what happened after the tourism crash and what happened after Disney made efforts to keep people on property, and that's what this is. That's why Jungle Land, which is where we're at, which is actually Matt filmed all of this. Because
he did really good. Matt doesn't give himself credit, but he's actually good at filming stuff.
Matt is fantastic at a lot of things. I mean, he did the drone shots and the beach resort video, which were fantastic. He does really good photography as well. He's insane, but he does some pretty good filming, which is all of these shots were filmed by Matt because Emmy needed to stay back and I needed to stay with her because she was going to die otherwise.
Okay, I have this thing where I don't really register danger.
Yes, that's a bad thing to have.
Yeah, especially
Disney
doing stuff
tease.
like this. Because
Yeah.
I just don't think about it. Like, I was like, oh yeah, I'll just chill back here, even though there was like 2 homeless men in the building right next to me. But I don't think about that.
Yeah,
I'm
this
just
short
like,
little white girl that's gonna stay back in this abandoned zoo. It's like, come on.
okay,
Anyway.
it wasn't very smart on my part, I will admit.
This is the abandoned Shoney's. Right after the shot, do you remember I noticed there was a hornet's nest above me and I started to freak out?
I don't remember
You
that.
don't remember it?
No.
Oh, here's the terrifying zoo animals.
With light bulbs coming out of
with
their
light bulbs
eyes.
emerging out of their eyeballs. I mean, that flamingo is in rough condition.
I mean, in their defense, they were in rough condition probably when they were new, just because they're terrifying.
That's true. They were sculpted by someone who does not know how animals look. But yeah, here's the. This is another huge thing about 192, and that's the collect them all minions. I love that like sun-dried poster that's completely void of any color. At this point.
Really. Oh, they sell Beanie Babies. Those are really popping these days.
2 free SeaWorld Emmy with meal deal.
I'm sad we didn't do it.
We really should have. We should have went in there and
free
asked.
cash.
Man. Yeah. Cash. What does that say? 3/4. What?
I don't know.
Valet something? I
Oh,
don't know.
fun fact in this. Well, I'm probably covering it up with my voice, but you can hear me
You're
singing Mickey Mouse Clubhouse theme song. And I didn't realize it until like the 5th time I'd watched this video.
Yeah, you can't be around me when I'm ambiently filming because it's
I know.
just you singing. Look at this. Unbelievable. Can you believe that there was a naked woman towel in a Disney gift shop?
No, but here's the thing. It's not necessarily completely Disney.
No, it's not. Well, it's not a Disney gift shop like it's owned by Disney, but I mean, they're appealing to children outside.
Yeah.
I mean, there's
Actually,
zoo
I would
animals.
argue that they're appealing to adults that just buy tacky stuff. They're appealing to the. Well, I don't want to offend
I mean,
anyone.
you want like the cutesy cartoon animals outside though. That's like
True.
it's supposed to be drawing in children. That's like the point. Like, mommy, I want to go there, right?
Yeah, and they're like, okay.
Yeah, and then they go in there. There's naked women on towels. This hotel had a infamous history. It started out as I love this. I found all of this too. The profits just slowly deteriorating with this hotel. I think that it's up for sale right now at $13.5 million. So
What a steal.
whoever buys it, hopefully they make their money back, which I don't know if they will. A lot of people have stayed at this. We got a lot of comments saying people stayed at this hotel.
I was genuinely shocked.
So this was a Ramada at the very end. Actually, no, it was something. It was like the main gate hotel or something at the very, very end. But a couple of years
Well,
before that.
it still said Ramada on it, didn't it?
It was owned by a different company. It was owned by a
Oh.
private company after that. Ramada was its main thing. But before that, it was called Wally's
Wally
World or
World.
something.
Which is the kangaroo thing.
Yeah, that's the kangaroo thing. That was like their mascot. And a gentleman had reached out to me on Twitter. And you could probably find it on my Twitter still. He gave me a link to a home video that he filmed in the 1980s. And it's so cool.
It was
bizarre
really cool.
seeing this. It's bizarre seeing the main.
I wish he would have done that before, and you could have asked.
Yeah,
to
I
put
wish
it
we
in the
could
video.
have put it in the video because it's a really cool video. It really shows like what this hotel was like back in the day, because it's obviously built in the 80s. But
Well, back then apparently everyone loved it because
Yeah.
everyone was like raving about it
well,
in the
it looked
comments.
like a nice hotel.
Especially for kids, it's such like a weird layout that it's probably really fascinating.
It's definitely a different hotel. You don't see hotels or motels built like this, especially economy ones. But I do want to note something about this room. And I kind of want to talk about this on the podcast. So if you subscribe to the BSF podcast, I'm sure we'll be talking about it very soon. But we found some interesting documents in this room.
Interesting is one word
that
for it. More like terrifying.
I was genuinely afraid to put in the video itself.
Yeah,
so,
I'm scared to talk about it on the podcast.
Oh, we'll be fine. We'll be fine.
We already have one company after us. We don't need two. Moving on.
Wait, what? It's the one company. All right, I guess we're being targeted by several
Multiple.
individuals. Well,
Just from the span of 1 week.
we found some very interesting documents in this building, and they're pretty terrifying, to be honest.
No,
So
they're actually really sad.
it's sad. It's creepy.
Yeah, it
I
is.
mean, the stuff that we
I
found.
don't know why they left it. We're really teasing them right now.
It's a big tease. So I really implore you to check out the BSF podcast when you have a chance, and hopefully you can listen to it, because
Slip in that promo.
that's a promo. Well, I mean, we'll talk. We have another story about this motel too, with a security guard.
Oh my
that
God.
We'll also tell in the podcast. So really, check out the podcast.
That was my peak.
That's your peak.
That was my peak in life.
You're never going back after that.
No. It's just downhill from there.
Surprisingly, the power was still on in this motel.
Which is so creepy. This motel was so...
Ah.
Well, I guess this would be a hotel.
Yeah.
This hotel was so bizarre.
One thing that I noticed about I was always trying to figure out why there was so much mold in certain rooms, and what I've considered now after reading rooms. See that bolt on the side of the door there? It kind of looked like a latch that was broken open.
Yeah.
So what I think was happening was some of the rooms they've had water damage at one point while the hotel was in operation. And I think the hotel just decided to not worry about it. So they just bolted the door shut and never sold the room.
Out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah, exactly. And during
Who
that
broke
time,
it open?
I guess when they were cleaning it out.
Oh.
But I guess while the hotel was operating, those doors were just shut from being used or whatever, and the mold just developed while it was still in operation, which is just insane to think about. But here's the server room. I believe I said in the video that they're computer servers. I think a few people actually had reached out and said they were telephone servers.
This room scares me after reading the comments, because now I think a third party is after us to kill us. So
we got a lot of companies after us, I guess.
guys, if we go missing after this video, especially after talking about it, you know what happened.
That's the end of us. I wish
This is the last video we ever make.
This was creepy, having that computer. I don't know what that was, but
I wish it turned on. That would have been so cool. Oh God, all the wires.
Here's the wires hanging down. That was another danger.
I am a rookie at this, and I almost got electrocuted multiple times from my own stupidity.
Well, it would have been
No, you were literally like, "Gimme, because I just
yeah,
almost walk into a freaking wire.
Look at this center court. I mean, that's insane.
It's so creepy.
It's crazy. That pool was disgusting.
That turtle freaked me out because it actually looked like a dead turtle.
I guess a lot of the complaints towards the end of this motel too was the extreme scent of chlorine in the middle. Everyone said it was very humid inside and very strong of chlorine, which
can't be good.
Sounds
for you.
toxic. I mean, it sounds like you pass out over that if you're in there for too long.
Not so fun.
Yeah. And yeah, we were trying to get down to the first floor, which was one thing I was really adamant on doing, but we didn't have the time. We were really cutting it close when you and I were
Yeah.
here filming this section of
That'll
the video.
be more explained in the podcast story, but we had a
That'll
time
go along
frame.
with the security. I love this shot with the Disney.
I know.
The Disney gift shop through the mildewy.
I literally walked around the
window.
corner and I saw that window. And do you remember I like screamed?
Yeah, you're like, Jake, it's perfect.
There's Wally.
Yeah, it's weird why they left that.
Oh my God, I love this. Whoever commented this, I love you. They were like, it said kids only and you still went in. And they were like completely dry about it. And I was like, I appreciate you. Dino Wood.
I don't understand the theme of this.
What do you
hotel.
mean, Dino Wood? How more straightforward?
I know, but
It's the best theming.
isn't it a kangaroo as the mascot?
Yeah, Wally.
What does he have to do with the Cretaceous
Don't
period?
disrespect Wally.
Okay, sorry. Those bathrooms, every bathroom in the hotel was just like the bathtubs had a lot of crap in them and the toilets were completely backed up and all that. Just a lovely.
Shocker.
Yeah. I don't know who is going to renovate this place. I don't know. This
It's
is a
lot,
teardown.
and it's strange. Oh my God, I love this part. This is my favorite part. Everyone went crazy over this in the comments.
I went crazy over this. This
I know.
is insane.
This is like our actual real reaction too. Like
Oh, 100%.
because that super loud noise went off and it had been going off multiple times,
Mhm.
and we were like, "Is that the elevator or is that what the heck?"
I mean,
Oh my God.
I'm not kidding. I've had nightmares of being trapped in this elevator.
In this specific one?
Yeah.
What the hell?
I've
Yeah,
thought
everyone
about-
who's like, "You guys are stupid. You didn't get on the elevator." I'm like,
Well,
"Well, have fun."
If you
Because
notice,
I'm not.
If you notice, the ceiling of that elevator doesn't have an escape hatch. So if you got stuck in that, I don't know what I'd do.
Okay, first of all, you'd either get left to die because no one would know, or if they did find you, you'd get arrested.
Yeah.
So pass.
But
Thanks,
I mean,
but no thanks.
Can you imagine how hot it would get in that elevator?
Yeah.
after
People were
a
like,
couple of
"No brainer.
hours?"
Just get in the elevator and go down to the first floor."
Yeah,
I'm
that's
like,
what Brennan said. He's like, "Oh, I would have
course
got
he
the
did.
elevator."
"Oh my God." Well, Brennan will take you back and you can have fun.
Fuck that. I'll stand outside the building and say, "Go ahead, Brennan."
I'll talk to the security guard and you go. I'll distract, and you go. Get yourself killed.
Yeah, go have a nice joyride in the elevator. This is
We're just kidding, Brennan. We don't want you to die.
only a little bit. This is no, I'm kidding. This is the plaza.
Waste of money.
Waste of money, basically, that's being torn down. I don't know why, but from what I understand, it's completely gone now, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Very odd.
Because again, I live down the street from all this. Like I pass this all
Right.
the time.
the plaza looked pretty nice too. So it was very weird to see this kind of, it's not that new because it's been there since 1995. So I guess it was built in the early 90s or mid 90s, but this plaza, it looked pretty good for being torn down. So it was very odd. And here's the regular helicopter tours going by. We should do that.
Oh my God.
Helicopter tour?
I'm down.
You want to do it? It's
Sure.
only like $20 though, isn't it?
There's no way. It's probably like 60.
I want to do the sketchiest helicopter we can find. It sounds terrifying because I have a fear of flying. but
Yeah. Why are you the one wanting to do
I don't know.
this?
It sounds like fun.
You know what? I'm down. You could be like, "Want to jump off a cliff?" And I'm like,
Yeah, we could just stay
sure.
at the. By the way, I do want to make a side note, really quick side note, that this was 100% inspired by the Florida Project. I remember sitting on the couch watching the Florida Project for the first time, and I ran to. I don't have the sticky note anymore, but I ran to my desk and was like, "Outside the Kingdom. This is such a great idea. This is so interesting." And I wanted to kind of embellish on the ideas of the Florida Project in a more broader sense than just focusing on one particular family in one area. But anyway, that wraps up Outside the Kingdom. I really appreciate everyone watching it. I hope you enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun filming it, and it really just came out of nowhere. I had no intentions of filming Outside the Kingdom when I was planning my Florida trip, but it kind of all
Really?
just happened. Yeah, of course.
Oh.
No, my Florida plans kind of changed drastically, and at that point we were like, well, why don't we just pursue the Outside the Kingdom idea? So that's what we did.
Well, I'm glad we did because it was great.
It's a really great video.
And that was such a fun week.
It was a lot of fun. A lot of fun doing all of this in just a short amount of time. And in the future, I think we both discussed doing something a little more with the idea of Outside the Kingdom.
I
too.
definitely want to because something from. Are we going to keep talking?
Yeah,
Even
keep
so-
going.
Okay.
Keep going if you want.
Something that really stuck out to me about doing like filming all of these things is when we were out till like 2 a.m. We'd see all these people working like the overnight
Well, yeah, we'd
shifts.
meet a lot of people.
Yeah.
Like at Krispy Kreme or at 7-Eleven or something.
And they were so nice and like
very nice people, really great people.
But it's a very touchy subject because you don't want to disrespect anyone, you know, because it's not. We don't want to film a sob story. Like, these are people's lives.
No, I would really like to rawly film an interview with the people who have to work and deal with all of these tourists and all that. I would love to hear those stories and talk to these people. And the fact that they're able to keep such positive attitudes over all of this.
Yeah, they were so nice. That man incredible. At 7-Eleven, he was so nice.
Yeah, he was a really great guy.
He joked really around. Nice. Like, it was like, what, 3 a.m.?
3:30 in the morning or something? Yeah. So that's what I would like to do. That's what we would like to do for the next kind of portion of this video idea. So if you do want to see something like that in the future, let us know in the comments. But yeah, that's it for me. My name's Jake Williams, and I'm here with Emmeline Lancaster. Thank you for listening, and take care, everyone.
Bye.